Hey guys, a quick tutorial for you all. For those of you guys who are struggling to get your controller for your Ronin M or Ronin MX to work with your device or your gimbal, here is a quick tutorial for you. So here's the deal. When you turn it on, you should be able to hear that beep and you should be able to move it. See that? I don't know if you guys can see it. You guys should be able to move it, tilt it, okay, move it, roll it. You guys see that? All right, so how do we get to this point? Okay, so I called DJI and they kept giving me some weird instructions that did not work. So when you go on their website, okay, I'm gonna screen record it and show you guys in the video. When you go on their website, it says something like, basically there's a bind button right here, okay, where my hands is, right next to wherever the USB type ports are at. Click it, right? They tell you that click on it, then after that power it on and it will work. Well, guess what? I don't have a clickable button. It's just a built-in receiver, not really an external thing where you can click it. So what happened was I kept doing it and it wasn't working. I kept doing this, it wasn't working, you know, struggling to do it. All right, so here's the deal. On your phone app, okay, when you go to your phone app and you go to the settings part, I'm going to show you guys all that stuff on the screen. Pretty much it has a part where it says internal receiver. Internal receiver would need to be enabled. If it's disabled, this is not going to work. Okay, so once you enable it, it's going to work like magic. No extra work is needed. So the whole thing is, if you're struggling to get it to work, most likely internal receiver is checked off. You know the part where you go and it tells you motor kill and briefcase mode and all that type stuff? There is one setting there that says internal receiver. Your mind will not get to it because you are not really thinking about it. But once you turn that on, this bad boy is gonna start working, okay? So if you don't have that enabled, that is why it's not working. Again, once you enable it, so first things first, make sure to turn on the device. So here are the steps. Turn on the device first so that the device can synchronize with your phone. Then go ahead and go into the DJI Assistant app. Once you go there, connect to this device. Once you connect to this device, go inside your settings and turn that setting on. If you want, leave it on forever. Don't turn it off ever. All right, guys, so on your phone, what you have to do is find your DJI Assistant app. Okay, once you get into it, it's going to tell you to connect, or it's going to search for it for you to connect. Okay, one thing you guys are going to realize is you're not going to be able to type or do anything, or you're not going to be able to see the characters if your phone is in dark mode, okay, or whatever we call it, night mode. Just make sure to turn it off. That way you can see things the normal way. That's one thing I've realized. Go ahead and turn it off. Then click inside it. Then it's gonna get you in. Okay, so once you do that, go click on more. At the bottom, there's gimbal control view or more. Click on more. So this is the part I'm talking about. You see internal receiver? Mine looks something like this when I came in. All right, so you just got to make sure you turn on the things that you need. Okay, if you need to turn briefcase mode on, turn it on if you want it. Okay, you guys know what briefcase mode is, right? Whenever you get it to position in that type of sideway. Okay, all right, if you need it on, just have it on. But the most important thing is this right here. Okay, this thing right here, you see it looks like a tower. Make sure you click that on. Okay, and once you do that, your controller will begin to work. Okay, so that is what I had off, and that's why mine was not working. Make sure that is checked on. DJI was not even able to help me figure this out. I was the one who figured it out and told them. Okay, so just make sure you have that checked on. Okay, cool. So that's that. And again, as always, whenever you come in, go to your gimbal, go to your motor, and just make sure you click on auto stability and get it get it to basically balance out well. Okay, all right, usually numbers around -1, 0, -1, around -1 or 0 It's a good balance. Okay, so just have it somewhere around there. Okay, besides that, you should be fine getting this to work. Alrighty. Once you do that, then you come and switch this on. Switch this on. Do not, switch it on now. You hear the beep, then after that, boom, here we go. Working like magic. Okay? Here. So you guys see this? Just leave this stuff in the middle. It has two settings. One is up, one is middle, one is down. Keep it in the middle. One is up, one is in the middle, one is down. Keep it in the middle, okay? Do not switch it, just leave it in the middle, okay? And then all you gotta do is power it on, okay? Once you power it on, you hear that beep, and you should see it start moving. You guys see that? Boom. Okay, you guys see that? You can roll it. Tilt it. Well, yeah, roll. Okay, you guys see that? Cool. All right, so just a quick help for those of you guys who have been struggling to get this to work. Okay, now how did I even get to this point? So my battery was not charging. Okay, DJI says pretty much I'll do that in a different video, but DJI says if you have these batteries and it keeps dying, this is what you need to do. One, you need to make sure you are using it every 10 days. So that is kind of like the advisable cycle or whatever it is, okay? So I called them. This is what they explained to me. Make sure you are charging it every 10 days, okay? And then just make sure after every use, you charge it at least full or at least half, so halfway. So make sure you charge it a good amount before you put it away. Do not ever leave it uncharged for a long time. This is what keeps getting us to keep buying these batteries, and that's why we keep complaining. So I'm going to try these whatever they have advised for some time to see how it works, and I'm hoping this really solves the issue, because most of us don't pick up the gimbal to use every day. We use it probably a few times in a year, probably every few months, right? So we are not using it for our daily stuff, right? So anyways, that is a little tip on the batteries. Make sure if you want to get the batteries working, make sure you're charging it. By the way, if you want to know what batteries I'm talking about, just so you know, 1 second. All right, so this is the battery we are talking about, okay? It's called the Intelligent battery. And you guys, it looks something like this, okay? Something like this, and it's for the Ronin M and Ronin MX, okay? So this battery right here, okay, it keeps dying. Most people keep complaining about it. So what they are saying is, for this battery, make sure you charge it every 10 days. Every 10-day cycle, make sure you charge it, or make sure you use it, pretty much. Now, don't just charge it and not use it. Make sure it's always active. Don't ever have it dead. Okay, cool. So that is that. And in terms of the cycle, make sure it's every 10 days. Make sure you are, after every use, you charge it at least full or halfway. Okay, and then just put it down every 10 days. Try and use it and get it to work. But if you leave it there for a long time, it's going to keep happening. So that is kind of a horrible thing, because most batteries don't do that, but that's what we have to live with if we want to continue using this device, okay? All right, so just a little advice and a little tip for those of you guys who have been complaining about the battery, like myself. I actually gave my 2 batteries away. Somebody actually picked it up today. I listed it on Facebook for somebody to pick it up, and I bought new ones, okay? And it's working like magic, okay? All right, well, I hope you guys have been blessed by this quick one. All right, good luck with your Ronin device, and happy shooting. All right, stay blessed.